Ladies and gentlemen, it's great to see you here this afternoon on this very exciting occasion. We'll be starting the press conference in 2 minutes. Thank you. I can offer you a very warm welcome to this afternoon's press conference on this historic day in the life of Tamworth Football Club. A very special welcome to you, VIPs, sponsors, shareholders, Tamworth Council. But whatever label you put on yourself, we're all Tamworth Football Club fans, and we're here because we love the club. It's been a monumental week in the life of Tamworth Football Club, and the entire town as a whole. In recent weeks, we've seen recent seasons, I should say, not weeks. In recent seasons, we've seen back-to-back promotions, an historic FA Cup run, and 2 solid National League seasons. But with the introduction of Dawn Group International, it's time for Tamworth to take the next step. It's time for a new dawn at Tamworth
10,
Football Club.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Wanted to take a chance to thank you guys. It's been absolutely amazing to see how excited you guys are. We're exceptionally excited as well, and really just can't wait to get started.
Into the 8 minutes added on time. Shot for Brent! What a strike! And what a fantastic goal from Jordan Puddinay-Heiberg.
Today is a very historic occasion and a very exciting time in the life of Tamworth Football Club, and probably the biggest moment in the club's history since Bob Andrews, along with John Bayliss and Dave Baxter, rescued the club from near extinction back in 1984. Since then, the club has grown and witnessed some great occasions. And as we embark on the dawn of this new era, we want to recognise the fantastic work that Bob, and in later years, actually 24 years, Steve Lathbury have put into Tamworth Football Club, and thank them as they hand over the reins. Tamworth FC is now under new ownership, and this afternoon we're delighted to introduce new owner Abdullah Ashraf, newly named director Nathan Walter, and our new CEO, Scott Rickards. There will be opportunities to ask questions when the event is over, and I would just like at this moment to point out our press officers who are here this afternoon if the media need to contact. We've got Alex Sonderveld, who is Dawn Group International's Director of Communications. Where are you, Alex? Wave at us. There he is. And sitting next to him is Rob Beasley, a Dawn Group International Media Consultant. Thank you for your attendance. Now it's time to introduce Abdullah, our new owner. Abdullah is a man who has already been involved in over $250 million worth in commercial real estate transactions across the United States. A man who oversees a property platform with more than $100 million in assets under management. He's the founder and CEO of Dawn Group International, a company with business operations spanning across the US, United Kingdom, and Dubai. He combines a strong understanding of global capital and institutional deal-making with a devoted passion for football. He is the new owner and chairman of Tamworth Football Club. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Abdullah Ashraf.
Thank you, everybody, for... I'm going to put this a bit up. Can everybody hear me? There we go. First of all, I just wanted to thank you guys all for being here. It's an absolute pleasure to be here with you guys, and just very, very grateful and excited. We've completed the takeover now, and it's been an absolute honor for us and a blessing to be in this position, and we're exceptionally excited of taking over from this point forward. I'd like to take a moment to thank Bob and Steve for what they've done. I mean, respecting that legacy is just something that's very, very important to us, and they've done a fantastic job over the past 40 years. You know, you talk about back-to-back promotions, you talk about incredible FA Cup runs. You know, they've done an awesome job, and we're just very, very blessed to be taken over from them. So thank you, guys. It's now time to move forward, and it's something we're looking forward to extraordinarily. And we're looking at implementing things that Nate and Scott will touch on in more detail, looking very forward to getting that going. As chairman, I'm going to try to move this club as far forward as I possibly can, and I'll try to do whatever I can to move the club in the right direction. We've got long-term ambition for the club and want to reach really big new heights. That starts with stabilization and making widespread improvements. One of the first things we've done that I'm very, very excited to announce is Scott Rickards as CEO. Can we give it up for Scott? He looks very sharp too, I have to give him that. During our numerous visits to the club, it became very apparent that the people around this club are exceptionally special, and they're a very, very, very amazing group of people. One of those incredible people was Scott, and we were very, very impressed to be able to talk to him and spend time with him. So we're very delighted that Scott is going to be taken over as the new CEO of Tamworth, and we feel the club is in very, very good hands with him leading that side of it. Was an incredible player. You know, they call him the off-brand David Beckham when he had the blonde hair and the boots, but incredible player, and you know, knows the club in a fantastic manner. I'm sure, as you guys have come to see over the past 8 years, and we're just very excited to be working with him. Played obviously a huge part in the academy as well, and that's somewhere where we're really looking forward to seeing how that goes with him. Under Scott's new responsibilities, he will be overseeing all business and sporting operations on behalf of our ownership group. We're very confident that he'll help us put our vision into place for this football club. So now this is the stuff that everybody's been asking about. What are you guys going to do with the club? And we're very excited to announce a couple of initiatives that we're going to be bringing in the near future. One of them is transitioning the club to a full-time professional side. Now, this is something that won't happen immediately, but it's one of the near priorities and something that we're looking at doing. This is something that Scott and Andy Peaks are going to be working very hard on implementing, and we really want to see this club transition into that full professional side. We do realize that we all want to see this club go to new heights, and in order for that to happen, we feel this is a move that does have to happen in the near future. Having spoken with Scott and Andy Peaks, the sort of timeline that we're looking at to make that transition is around the next 12 months period. So we're going to begin, and the goal is that in the next 12 to 24 months, we have that full-time professional side set up. There's also a lot of other priorities that we've got. One of them is to the fan and player experience at the Lamb. And it's very important to us that people come to that ground and say, what an amazing ground it is to come to. So those improvements from an infrastructure standpoint are going to be very important for us in the near future. When considering the players, you know, one thing we would really like to make happen is a long-term training facility in addition to the Lamb. Maybe take some stress off the Lamb to be used between the first team the academy scholars, and everybody in between that loves the club. With that in mind, we're also looking pretty strongly in regards to the stadium. And I'm excited to announce that we're currently in conversation with Tamworth Council to be able to acquire the land, and that will be the first step in us going in and putting in the infrastructure that we all want to see implemented into this amazing football club. I'm going to touch on this as well. I know there's a bit of concern about American ownership in English football, but what I'd like to say to that is, first and foremost, before I'm an American owner or a football owner at all, I'm a massive, massive, massive football fan. To any of you guys that have seen me at the pitch hitting the crossbar on my first attempt, you'll see that. I absolutely love the game. And I can see the fan perspective as well, not just from an ownership or a business side. Going to be very hands-on. I think you guys are going to get tired of me. I'm going to be over way too much. Going to be like, this guy never leaves. Planning on coming over quite a lot. And, in this due diligence process and sort of the time that we had been looking at the club, we've been over quite a lot, experienced some very, very, very good food. I would say the Tamworth Tap, the Tamworth Arms. I mean, just absolutely phenomenal. And we're excited to continue to do that. I love the castle. Everyone kept asking me, they're like, well, are you looking at moving here? I'm like, the only way is if the castle's for sale, I'm going in there. But yeah, really looking to be hands-on, to be involved. I'm looking forward to getting to know more and more of you. I've met and spoke to quite a few of you and absolutely loved it, but looking forward to getting to know more of you, shake your hand, hear your story. We'd love you guys to hear about ours as well. But there's 3 letters that are magical in our mind, and I think in everybody's mind, and they go EFL. And that's somewhere where we all want to see this football club go. And I can tell you guys this, we're going to do absolutely everything in our power to ensure that Tamworth and EFL are set in a sentence together in the near future. I really, really appreciate you guys coming, and I'm looking forward to working with you guys. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Abdullah. We're now going to introduce you to Nathan, and we want to welcome a man who has spent over 15 years at the intersection of sports, real estate, and business. He's played a central role in transactions encompassing millions in acquisitions, spanning professional sports franchises, commercial real estate, and enterprise ventures. As the founder of NIR Holdings, a Jacksonville-based strategic holding company, and as a key principal with Dawn Group International, he brings a tremendous amount of institutional operating experience. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Nathan Walter.
Thank you, everybody. I'm going to bring this down because I'm a little shorter than you.
It's the cowboy move.
They give you an inch?
They do.
Okay. Well, thank you. What a moment. What a day. I want to start by saying we are generally thrilled to be standing here in front of you today. It means everything. This club, this community, in all transparency with you, it has been a long road, an extraordinary road, but a long one. To be the first ownership group to navigate the IFR process, the Independent Football Regulator framework, from England's authorities, I can tell you it was no small thing. It required a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of patience, but we did it. And we are standing here in front of you today. Today, I can tell you, we're ready to get to work. Abdullah, my man, I want to take a moment to talk about our chairman, Abdullah Ashraf. When we first began our conversations around the club, I quickly came to understand Abdullah's visionary mind. The thought process. What generally impressed me, what inspires me, is that he carries the vision with maturity, clarity, purpose. Someone of his age that shouldn't have this ability. But at 24, it's an extraordinary vision. It's an extraordinary personality. His passion for football, his commitment to community impact, his desire to build something that will be felt not just for the people in this club, but for the people of this town. That energy is infectious. That energy is what kept the whole group moving forward, and I'm proud to be standing by you today. Scott Rickards. That was a great quote about the David Beckham, please. We've heard many stories around the white boots and the blonde hair, but I want to take this moment to offer a very personal congratulations to Scott Rickards as the CEO of Tamworth FC. From the very beginning of this process, the earliest conversations, when this was all just a vision on paper, it was clear. It was clear to us that Scott was going to play a central role in the future of this club. His insight into the club, his understanding, what he means to the community. We knew we need his ability to navigate the operational realities of football at this level, but also football in front of us, the EFL. Having someone of Scott's reputation and calibre, handling things on the ground here in Tamworth, it's not just helpful, it's vital. We're building something from the inside out. Scott is the heartbeat of that. Congratulations, Scott, and welcome to the DGI family. Facility upgrades. You heard Abdullah talk about it. It's immediate, it's important. There is a lot to do. We're not here to make promises that we cannot keep. We are here to be honest with you about where we are and where we are going. As Abdullah has stated, the short-term infrastructure is a real immediate need. We see them, we understand them, and we have already been beginning to mobilize on those changes. We have engaged 2 key partners to help us address this situation. KSS Architects, one of the leading sports architects practices in the world, and SSS, Stadium Support Services, who bring deep operational expertise to this project. I believe they're here today. Thank you very much for being here. We have engaged, our first priority is the player and sporting experience. Locker rooms, medical facilities. The staff need an operational space to compete and create a high-level environment. The players that serve this club deserve an environment that respects the level of professional they are. Our second priority is what I would call front of house. The corporate offices, the commercial partners experience, the club shop. These are the spaces where fans and partners interact with the club. It's all very important to us. We are reviewing additional elements, including the home fan experience, the away supporters arrangements. We are behind where we would really ideally would like to be in front. It was a long process to get to where we are today, but we are driven to understand and find what Tamworth FC needs from a facility standpoint. The stadium vision. Let's talk about the long game, because we do have a long game. And that long game is built in the Boston Mercian vision. As Abdullah outlined, the stadium is not about a simple renovation. It's about a transformation. We are talking about a first-class modern facility for EFL future, one that positions Tamworth not just a National League club, but as a club on a clear trajectory forward. And we want to go further than that. We're exploring a vision for mixed-use sports and entertainment district in collaboration with our neighbours at the Snowdome, one that combines hospitality, restaurants, retail, conferencing, community space into something that becomes a genuine asset for Tamworth, a destination, a landmark. I'm delighted to say, as you heard earlier from Abdullah, we are working closely with Tamworth Council, who are also here today, and we thank you for being here. That relationship is enormously important to us. It's about building something for Tamworth. We are not coming in just to build for us. We are coming in to build for you and the community. To support that process, we will establish a stadium development an advisory group, dawned from key voices, stakeholders here in the local community, to help guide, to help shape, and to help champion that vision. As you heard, we are looking at multiple training facilities. We have already been in discussion with certain assets within the marketplace to look at what is the next step. We understand deeply how critical culture is to high performance. A world-class training environment is not a luxury. It is the foundation of which everything we need to build and construct around. The first team, the scholars, the next generation of players who will carry this club forward. So on my closing remarks, before I close, I want to speak directly to a few people. To my friend Abdullah, I'm proud to be standing with you today. Your passion, your energy, your commitment, we're going to really change people's lives. It keeps inspiring everyone around us. It kept me going through the complicated process that we just went through. I'm honoured to be on this stage with you, and I cannot wait to see us build this together. To our DGI family, thank you. This acquisition was another testament to the extraordinary depth of talent and people we have in the room. To the club staff, I'm going to give a special shout out to Archie. The players, the supporters of Tamworth FC, we hear you, we see you, and we are here. This is still a great deal of work to be done ahead of us, but we know what is possible, and we are going to chase it together. To my wife, who is here today, and our daughters back in the US, thank you for your support. I love you all. God bless everybody.
For anyone who wants a translation from the American, locker room is dressing rooms. The next guy, wow. Scott is someone I've known a very, very long time. He started out as a pupil of mine at Belgrave High School, and actually that was the last time he wore a tie until today. And then he arrived as a player at Tamworth Football Club, and he quickly became my son's footballing hero. And I had to get him a shirt, a Tamworth shirt with Rickards on the back, which he still has today. Scott lives and breathes Tamworth Football Club. And he's been involved in many of the exciting occasions of Tamworth Football Club, scoring the goal at Havant and Waterlooville that took us to the FA Trophy final at Villa Park. But today, he's got a new title, CEO. Very, very excited to see Scott rise to the heights of CEO. And we'll welcome Scott now to give us his thoughts. Ladies and gentlemen, Scott Rickards.
I'll just move these up. I'm slightly taller than these two. Firstly, I would just like to thank everyone for attending the event today. I can see a lot of key faces in the room, people that have sponsored the club, people that have been involved in the club for years and years, whilst I played and before that. Without you guys, it obviously wouldn't be possible, or we wouldn't be here today, so thank you for that. Personally, I would like to extend my gratitude to Bob Andrews and Steve Lathbury, who I've worked closely with over the last 8 years. We really have achieved some key milestones in the club and on our journey. We've established the club in the National League for its 3rd season. We've provided a full-time education programme, which now accommodates 120 full-time students. We have developed our Boys and Girls Junior Academy, which now hosts over 400 children across 35 teams. And who could not forget the historical FA Cup games, the most recent one playing Tottenham Hotspur in the 3rd round of the competition at the Lamb. Not bad for a part-time club, eh? I would like to formally welcome Abdullah Ashraf and Nathan Walter and the DGI team to the football club and this fantastic town. When I was informed by Bob and Steve that we were starting the process to sell their stake in the football club, I was unsure what candidates would be presented to us. Over the last 5 months, I've had the opportunity to work alongside Abdullah and Nathan and the DGI group, working towards the official takeover. So, what was my first impressions? I hear you ask. Abdullah, what you will get, what you will see, is a very, very respectful, very passionate and committed man with a real genuine love for football. And as he's already alluded to, he takes every opportunity to get on the pitch when he can. He's formed a real connection with the club already, and he has already publicly spoke about wanting to achieve great things here at the club, as he has already in his executive life, still at only 24 years old. Nathan is a highly talented executive operator who is dedicated to success. He is ultra thorough and extremely analytical in both his business world and his sporting world experiences. He understands the game through his own experiences and own playing and coaching journey, and clearly reflects this in his realistic approach in making Tamworth Football Club successful and, more importantly, sustainable. To every nervous and doubting supporter, we're in very, very safe hands. It's now time, with their guidance, to take this football club to a new level where fans can dream bigger than they ever have before. My journey has begun at 14 years old on the terraces to now 44 in the boardroom. That's a 30-year journey with my hometown club, working in almost every role that the club has had to offer. I could not be happier accepting the role as the new CEO of Tamworth Football Club. I am excited by the opportunity and very, very confident that it will be a success. In my role, it will be my responsibility to set out really clear and achievable targets to allow the football club to continue to compete in the National League and beyond. We will work to transition our men's first team to a full-time status by the start of the season 27-28. We will start major renovations on the current site to improve the player and fan experience at our current facility. We will secure a club training ground which will cater for the large demands that are currently being put on our current site. And we will regenerate the club's connection with the local and wider community through our partner charity. Work has already begun alongside our manager Andy Peaks to secure a competitive squad for 2026-27 campaign, and we will shortly be sharing with the fans through our social media platforms their signings. We are also delighted to announce our partnership deal with Ticket Co, who will be responsible for our ticketing platform over the next 3 years. Details of our season ticket prices, which have been frozen for 26-27, will be released on Monday through the club's media channels, along with new payment options for our supporters. The club's commercial VIP packages will also remain frozen for 26-27 and will now include all pre-season matches inclusive in that price. This will also be circulated Monday via our usual methods and contacts. We are extremely excited and would like to take this opportunity to reveal our Macron kit design for season 26-27, provided by the PP Group, our kit partners. Thank you, Matt. Every good kit comes with incredible sponsors who are invested into the club, and I'd now like to announce ours. Our main front of home shirt and sleeve sponsor for 26-27 is Pure Water Storage. Thank you to Managing Director Jason Hall for your continued support and the sponsorship that has just been agreed for a three-year deal with the club. Our back of shirt, home and away sponsor, Instamac. We would also like to thank John Holcroft, Mark Shorrock and Rebecca Talbot for your support. Our back of home shirt sponsor and away kit sleeve sponsor, the Snowdome. We would like to thank Tim Carter, James Smith and Isabel Chadbourne for your support. Our main front of away shirt sponsor, SSS Group, Stadium Support Services. Thank you to Scott Hudson, Joseph Noble and Neil Radford. And the back of our away shorts is the DGI Group. Thank you to Abdullah and Nathan for their support. We would also like to announce this opportunity. To announce our brand new stadium sponsor, HD Rickards. We thank Adam Rickards, who has come on board with us this year to support the club moving forward. Finally, as many of you have now seen, tomorrow we will hold a fan fest in the afternoon at the Lamb Stadium. We would like to invite everybody to come along and join the fun and celebrate this exciting historical moment at our club and at our town. I'd like to close this speech by saying a new dawn is coming and it has risen. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Scott. And I understand over 700 tickets have been taken up. They're free tickets tomorrow afternoon. So over 700 people are going to be there already, which is really exciting news. And it's an occasion that will last from 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock. We've got entertainment, great street food, an amazing ice cream van I've never seen of the like before. We've got some musicians, live music, so it promises to be a fantastic occasion. But also, there will be a real occasion to ask direct questions through, we're going to use social media to gather questions, where people can ask questions of the guys who are here, but also Andy Peakes will be there. He'll be back off his holiday. And also Stephen Gabriel, the CEO of Tamworth Council, will also be there, and he'll be on stage as well. As has been alluded to, there's going to be some new partnerships building between the football club and the council, which again is very, very exciting. If you want to speak to the guys individually, then please talk to Alex or Rob, and you can have one-on-one interviews with them, the guys from the media. But this brings to an end the formal press conference. We hope you've enjoyed it. There's been lots and lots of exciting content, and it's been great to see you all here this afternoon. Please feel free to stay behind and mingle and mix in the bar area outside. And let's say thank you to those who are online as well, listening and watching. We do appreciate you tuning in to the Lambs Media YouTube channel to watch this afternoon's press conference as well. Thank you everybody for attending, and we'll see you hopefully tomorrow. Thank you.